When I'm considering buying a book by an author I haven't read before, I download a sample from Amazon first. I can usually tell after reading the sample whether or not I want to buy the book. There have only been 3 or 4 times when the first few pages are so gripping that I buy long before finishing the sample. Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss is one of those books. The hero of The Name of the Wind, Kvothe, is an unequalled sword fighter, magician and musician, rumoured to have killed a king and caused a devastating war. We meet him after these events. He's hidden himself away, disguised as a humble innkeeper. A travelling scribe persuades him to share his life story. We learn that Kvothe is left as an orphan after his father's study of the mysterious and deadly Chandrian unwittingly brings their attention down upon his family. He is the only survivor and ends up as a beggar before somehow managing to get accepted into university to study magic. He also becomes involved with the beautiful but mysterious woman Denna, who keeps disappearing and reappearing. Name of the Wind, Volume 1 of the Kingkiller Chronicles, is a lesson in storytelling. The universe in which this story is set is utterly convincing, including a magic system which is both logical and helps push the story along. I'm not a great fan of detailed magic systems, preferring the Tolkien style where sorcery is always in the background but rarely articulated. But Rothfuss has skillfully woven the magic system he's devised into the plot. Patrick Rothfuss writes a gripping tale. The Name of the Wind is full of marvellous, unforgettable characters. The second book in the Kingkiller Chronicles, A Wise Man's Fear, is just as good. The only quibbles I have with The Name of the Wind and A Wise Man's Fear are that the relationship Kvothe has with the woman Denna never seems to go anywhere, and perhaps a little too much time is taken up with his continuous struggles to find his tuition fees to continue at the university, although this ongoing saga is brought to an abrupt end when he's expelled. I would put him right up there in the top 10 of 21st century fantasy writers, apart from the fact he hasn't finished the Kingkiller Chronicles yet. Fans have been waiting for more than a decade for Book 3. This shouldn't come as a surprise. Patrick Rothfuss does nothing in a hurry. He took 9 years to graduate from university and 7 years to write Name of the Wind. And for budding writers struggling with finishing that first novel and those who've managed to complete a manuscript but received nothing but rejection letters, the trials and tribulations Patrick Rothfuss went through before publication should offer hope. He was rejected by every agent until an excerpt from The Name of the Wind, written as a short story under a different title, won first place in a competition before anyone took him seriously. He was flown to a writer's workshop in LA where he was introduced to his agent, and the rest is history. The more I learn about how authors get published, the more I understand that in many cases it is the connections they make in person rather than submitting a manuscript to agents that don't know them that can be the deciding factor. While the very best writers usually get published if they persist, luck, who you know, and serendipity are sometimes equally as important. Well, that's all for this episode. If you like these podcasts and find them useful, please follow or subscribe and share them with your friends. If you want to help with the cost of making them, you can buy me a coffee. Links to all the books I recommend can be found below.